Hello everyone, this is Zflex and welcome back to another video. So in this video I want to mention that I wanted to be a little more engaging with the community, you guys here. And these are some questions that I've had for others that I've never really made a video on, but I figured I'd make a video on just because I figured if I was a bigger, more notable person, then maybe these are questions that someone would ask me, but I figured I'd ask other people because I've just been curious. So I will probably make kind of discussion question-like videos on this channel for music-related stuff. And you don't have to be a Monstercat fan, but if you are, that's just kind of a bonus because I've followed Monstercat for a while. So that will tie into the first question here, which is, what is your guys' favorite Monstercat album? So for me, there have been quite a few Monstercat albums, and my favorite is Monstercat 018 Frontier. This is the album that I've listened to the most because I really like the album mixes Horizon and Pinnacle. I've listened to both of them a lot, and the house and electro one I believe is Horizons. I could be wrong, but I've listened to that one so many times, like when I was working in the past or if I was doing something, I just play that mix and that one would just go. So I almost know every single song in the order of the mix, which is quite interesting. But I know 007 is a very popular album, which is Solace. And for me, when I started listening to Monstercat, it was in between Monstercat 005 and 006, because I remember when I subscribed to Monstercat, the album mix for 006 shortly came out after. So I've been around Monstercat for a little while, and I was around before the big 007 Solace mix or album. But another album I really like is 015, which is Outlook, and I think 016 is a very solid album as well. But a lot of the albums past like 8 or 9 are like really solid, like from 7 like onward, but a lot of them are pretty solid. Some of the later ones I'm a little more picky on, like 27 and 28. I only have a few songs from those albums before I hit 30, but there are some really good songs there. But I was just curious what your guys' favorite albums are. I really like 18, but if I had to choose like a really close second, it probably would be 15, just because there are a lot of really good songs on 15 as well. But one thing I want to say about Monstercat 018, which would have made this album a lot better, is the inclusion of the Temanite Hero remix instead of the Alpha Vibe remix of the Monster. I understand why the Alpha Vibes remix is on there, is because it's hardstyle or happy hardcore, which is a different genre which was unique at that time. But I think the Temanite Hero remix really would have solidified this album as like a truly a masterpiece. And I know the Temanite Hero remix came out at that time, so it was really interesting that it wasn't put on the album. As I said, maybe it was because for the reasoning of diversification of the album, but I just think the Alpha Vibes remix, after listening to it all these years, it's a really messy mix. The mix down is not super clean, like it's as best as they could do, but there's a lot of muddiness sounds in like the mid to low ends, which I've not been a fan of. And I don't know, that mix kind of throws me off every single time I hear it in the mix. I've gotten used to it over the years, but just I really wish it was the Temanite Hero remix, because that song is purely just old school dubstep and it fits that time period so perfectly. So sometimes I like to believe that the Hero remix was part of that album. But anyways, I was just curious what your guys' favorite Monstercat albums are. So feel free to put it down below, and yeah, enjoy these videos. And I hope to hear some responses from you guys, because I'd really love to hear from the community what Monstercat albums you guys like if you're a Monstercat fan. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good one. Peace.